I am going to tell you guys what I believe to be the best parts and the worst parts of Secret Invasion. There were some things that I thought were very good, and there were some things that I thought were very bad. I think that for the good, the impact of the Skrulls on the MCU, the moment we learned that it went from like 10, 20, 30 Skrulls to a million, that was huge, I thought. I like the fact that we got that implication, because what it did was it immediately started to create this level of paranoia for the MCU. Who's a Skrull? How long y'all been here? Is this yet again another ramification of the blip or snap? So that to me, I thought was a good positive for Secret Invasion. Second thing was the general chaos that we have as a byproduct of all the Skrulls being here now. Now that the president has basically said, yo, Skrulls, aliens are here, we ain't with it.
We know who you are. We know how to find you. And we will kill every last one of you.
You got all these vigilantes. You got all this chaos that is now happening. And I really wish the show would have shown more of this. But at least now we know there's going to be an ongoing ramification or impact of that paranoia where people are taking matters into their own hands. So that to me is a big problem in a good way for the MCU, because you can't just gloss over that, and I think that this is going to be a good setup for something like Captain America, Brave New World. Still should have been New World Order, but it's going to be a good way to have a Captain America to help bring everyone together. You need someone who's going to represent America to kind of be like, yo, what y'all are doing is jacked up. What y'all are doing, y'all need to calm down. So I like this potential setup that Secret Invasion is having for the rest of the MCU. I will also say that the acting in this series was pretty damn good. The acting and some, not all, some of the writing was also very good. I love the interaction between Sam and Don Cheadle. That was just fantastic stuff. I love the fact that we got the performances from Kingsley Benadir. Great stuff. So to me, the acting was definitely something of quality in Secret Invasion, and probably better than I'd say it's probably at the top 3 of the MCU shows in terms of the performances. And lastly, the best thing about Secret Invasion is this gave us a perfect story for Nick Fury. And while, yes, we're going to get to the bad stuff, we have to keep in mind that this was always the goal. The goal of most of these MCU shows is to tell a singular focused story about the main character, and we got that. We found out what was up with this super spy that we've known for so long. How was he broken? How was he healing? How was he changing? What happened with him? What's going on in his personal life? Has he lost his touch? How has he gained it back? All of these things were resolved in this story for Nick Fury. So while we can sit here and have issues with the grander stuff and maybe even with the MCU, this show understood the assignment to tell the story for Nick Fury, and it accomplished that, in my opinion. As for the bad. First of all, let me just say the episodes were way too damn short. Secret Invasion has, without a doubt, proved and confirmed that the Marvel formula of 6-episode Disney Plus shows, that formula is broken and not going to work moving forward. The only one, in my opinion, that was successful and probably the exception to this was Loki. Loki found a way to get around just having 6 episodes, but damn it, almost every episode hit real hard. It also developed the character in a meaningful way. It clearly had a huge implication for the rest of the MCU with the whole Kang thing. So Loki was the only exception. But my God, 6 episodes. And y'all have the audacity and the nerve to have a couple of those episodes be only 30 minutes long or less? You gonna have your season finale be 30 something minutes? Are you like, do you want our attention or not? That to me is just a slap in the face. And clearly this is not just an MCU problem. This is the issue going even over to just a Disney problem. It's a Disney Plus problem. So that was my main thing. That was one thing wrong with Secret Invasion. The second thing, Marvel is going back to one of the original villain problems that it's had for a long time, which is it keeps killing its villains. Why'd you have to kill Gravik? Like, and not just the fact that you killed Gravik, but it was the way that you killed Gravik. One of the issues I had here was the fact that, like, and this is going to be twofold. You didn't really have Nick Fury have the confrontation with Gravik, because the whole point of Gravik was like, yo, Fury, I need Nick Fury. That's my beef. Now, at the same time, and I'll give him a little credit here, we got Fury as Gaia, but that was also part of Fury's plan, which is kind of consistent with the fact that he uses Skrulls to do his dirty work. So in a sense, it kind of worked out. But it was also a little disappointing that, like, the way they took Gravik out was like from another superhero, another super Skrull that was way overpowered, and like you just killed him that easily, just like that. No, like nothing witty, nothing, intelligent, nothing creative. Like, it would have been different if it was like, oh, I'm gonna use this power, but you gonna use this other power, and because this power trumps this power, boom, I got like, y'all couldn't play chess. Y'all had them playing checkers, and then even with the checkers, it was like you just gave up. So the villain issue, I thought the way they sent Gravik off was wasted. Terrible. Then the other problem was the fact that you have what Secret Invasion has always been based on, which is, I told y'all, the paranoia, right? But what was the paranoia always based on? It was always based on you don't know who's a Skrull or not. This entire show dropped the ball when it came to revealing who was a Skrull. If you've read even a basic comic of Secret Invasion, if you even just heard of it, you know the number one thing, this was literally the one job this show had, was to surprise us with the reveals of who was a Skrull. And they dropped the ball so badly with Rhodey. You had one episode where he was calling Priscilla and we knew that was him on the phone. Then you just basically was like, oh yeah, Rhodey's a Skrull. Like, there was no buildup, there was no suspense, there was no tension. Y'all didn't find no way to make that a surprise? Because now it really felt like all this time that we knew or thought we knew when Rhodey was a Skrull or not, like, you lost the impact. You know what this was like? This was like, imagine it's your birthday and you know there's going to be a party. Like, you know there's going to be a party, okay? Because that's what happens on birthdays. And you drive up to your house and you already see the lights are on. You already see the people and the cars outside. You already hear the music. You already see all of this stuff happening. You walk up to the front door and everybody's partying. Everybody's drinking. Everybody's having a good time. They already eating cake. They doing all of this stuff. And then you walk in, don't nobody pay you no mind. And then they turn around and be like, surprise. Yeah, surprise. Good. Happy birthday. That's how this whole reveal felt. It was a stupid surprise party. So I'm sitting here like, yo, y'all had one job with these reveals, and you failed. And the last thing, of course, is Gaia. I like Amelia Clark just like as much as everybody else, but dang it, Y'all done made her way too OP. You made her more powerful than Superman. Why? Because she ain't got no weaknesses. There's no weaknesses at all. It makes no sense. Captain Marvel was already a problem because she has literally no weaknesses unless you use a power stone. Like, unless you use the essential like component of power, you can't do nothing. Who gonna step to her? Who is gonna step to Gaia at this point? Because unlike Captain Marvel, at least Gaia got extremis. She can heal. She can turn into the Hulk. She can turn into like all these different people. She can turn into all these different things and people and powers and stuff. She OP. It's a problem. Let me tell you something. Gaia needs to die. Okay? And I'm saying that as the character. She needs to die. If you want to save this, you need to put something in there saying like, yo, her DNA can't handle all these things. I don't know. The DNA is not compatible. Gaia needs to die because she's too powerful and it's taking away from the storytelling element. As I mentioned before, unlike Captain Marvel, whose other weakness was she just couldn't be everywhere all at once. She was always off planet. What's Gaia's excuse going to be? When something is happening on Earth and you need a superhero, why isn't Gaia around? Gaia can do damn near everything. So now it's like you created this unnecessary problem by giving her way too many powers, and it's ridiculous. Like the power scaling thing, trust me, I read comics, I like it, I understand it, but there's always some balance to it. You don't just keep going up and up and up and up without some sort of check and balance to it. I don't care if you Superman, I don't care who you are. As a superhero, there's got to be some. That's why Superman has kryptonite, at least. That's why Superman got the red sunlight, at least. That's why Superman has to be vulnerable to magic, at least. You got to have some sort of check and balance. If they're just too powerful and you damn near just make them a god, and I'm not even talking about like Thor god, by the way, she got Thor's powers. It's unrealistic. It's not fun no more. It's not interesting anymore. So overall, when I think about Secret Invasion and when I think about the series as a whole, I have to say that this had so much potential. And like I said, there were some good things, but damn it, they did way too many bad things and it did not stick the landing, in my opinion. It did not stick the landing. For all the reasons that I listed. So if I had to give this a grade overall, and there were some good moments in here too, I think I'm gonna give the series overall. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5, and I might downgrade that to a 7. I'm gonna wait to see how I feel later on, but I might downgrade it to a 7. Because to be honest with you, I have no real inclination, no desire to rewatch this either. Like I have no, like, y'all gave me what I got, you know, what it was. So for the season, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Now I will say, if I'm ranking this, I think this is going to be number 4 on my list. I think it's gonna be at number 4. So I got WandaVision up there, I got Loki at number 2, I got What If at number 3, and I'm gonna put Secret Invasion there. And to be honest, I'm only putting Secret Invasion there in 4 just because I don't feel like the other Marvel shows did enough to climb up that ladder. So it's kind of number 4 by default, you know, at that point. So anyway, that's how I felt about Secret Invasion. And that's pretty much a missed opportunity to be greater. It had a lot of potential, but you know, obviously it didn't stick the landing. But y'all let me know, what did you think about the whole series of Secret Invasion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.